Alright, today I'm changing two oxygen sensors on my BMW 1996 328i. They're the upstream ones. On these cars, on the 1996's up, on the BMW E36's, they're going to have 4 oxygen sensors on these cars. They're going to have 2 on the downstream past the catalytic converter. Then they're going to have 2 on the upstream right below the exhaust, right around the exhaust manifold area. Today I'm replacing the upstream ones. They're a little expensive. They're about $100 a pop, but if your car's BMW recommends you change them about 100,000 miles. If you've got it on 100,000 miles, chances are pretty soon you're going to have a check engine light flashing for oxygen sensors. If they're the upstream ones, I'd recommend you change them as soon as possible because they can actually damage your catalytic converter over time. And it might seem a little expensive since you're changing those O2 sensors and they're about $200 for 2 of them. But trust me, if you've ever seen how expensive a cat is on one of these cars, a new one, it's freaking insane. It's $2-3 grand. I've seen they're very, very expensive. So plus changing the O2 sensors, it'll actually increase your fuel consumption. Your fuel mileage will get a lot better. Or you can see a couple miles to the gallon difference when you change your O2 sensors on these cars. So I'm about to begin. First thing you do is you go ahead and remove the plastic covering on your valve covers. I got a strut bar in this car, so I got to take it off, and then you jack the front of the car up. Alright, so here's my 2 old O2 sensors. They're pretty fouled up. I've done both the downstream and the upstream before. The upstream are much easier to do, definitely. It's a little bit hard to get in there, but what I did is, first for one of them, the lower one, I was able to actually use a 22 millimeter monkey wrench and get on there, and just with little turns I was able to get it off and get the new one on. With the second one, it was impossible to get with the monkey wrench, so I went to AutoZone and I went and bought they actually have actually I didn't even buy it, I just rented it. It's specifically called an O2 sensor socket tool that they have, and I used that and it worked like a dream. And then I was able to put the new ones in and install them. The only thing I would advise on this is just do them one at a time so you don't get the wires mixed up, because it does matter which bay they go into according to their position on the exhaust. So just make sure you do them one at a time and wire them up one at a time. And that's it for that. Alright, so here are the O2 sensors on the BMW. The first one is right here, and these are both pretty easy to reach. They're not too bad. So there it is right there. And then the second one, it's a little bit higher. It is right up here. So you got two O2 sensors on the upstream, and I was able to actually get this one that I'm looking at now, which is the highest one. I was able to get that with a monkey wrench with just little turns. The other one I had to get the O2 sensor tool, but it's still pretty easy to reach. Then you just follow it up to the motor and remove them and replace them. Just do it one at a time so you don't get mixed up which banks they go to.